Okay, we're going to take a look through some value long shot runners for Wednesday. A total of 7 in all. I'm going to run through quickly at Caulfield, Randwick and Ipswich. Some good value to be had, well worth following. The first of them is in race 3 at Caulfield in the form of number 8, Arabian Summer. Debut runner in the 2-year-old listed Magic Millions debutant. If I just go down to Arabian Summer. Currently with bookmakers, Arabian Summer can be back to 12.0, 2.7 on an each way basis. Deep race, not too concerned about that. Only mild confidence, obviously, with them all having their first start. Very well bred for speed, top and bottom by Too Darn Hot out of the well-performed Street Cry mare Maram from the Tony and Calvin McAvoy yard. Harry Coffey up. Earmuffs pre-race only first time and gets a lugging bit first time, which is pretty important when you consider the way it won its latest jump out, which was a good win. I'm going to show you that now. So this is Arabian Summer on the front end in the red cap down the straight at Flemington. Consistently has its head on the side the entire trial. Beats 3 other well-performed types, strong through the line, and really only seems to work out what it's all about in the last 30 to 50 metres of this trial. Consistently travels, as I say, with its head on the side a bit. And as you can see there, the lugging bit should hopefully fix that issue. This was a strong trial. Pulls away from him a little bit close home. Not asked to do too much. It's a really good trial because the things back in 2nd, 3rd and 4th are well bred. So I just got a feeling that Arabian Summer at the 12.0 is good value. From a breeding perspective, this one's well bred for speed, top and bottom by the good son of Jubawi, Too Darn Hot, who's had a very good first season Northern Hemisphere time out of the Street Cry mare Munro. Once you get back to the 3rd dam, 2nd dam has produced stakes horses. 3rd dam stakes performed over sprint trips and it's produced stakes horses. But once you get back to the 3rd dam, we then get back to True Blonde, who was a good sprinting filly as well, and then back to the top class producer Easy Date, who is the dam of the influential speed size snippets, along with Asawir, Quick Score and True Blonde, as I said. So that's the first of them. The second one I want to highlight is in race 5. We've got 2 in this race in the form of the number 10, First Light, and the number 3, Harmissian. They're both at double figure odds. If we just go and pull this up quickly. First Light 13.0, 3.2, and Harmissian 20.0, 4.4. It's not a very deep race, this, for the tag that's on offer. If we just go and pull up the form of these two. First Light, well bred to stay the trip, the 2,000 metres strongly. 2,000 metre, 130k benchmark 78. First Light, well bred to stay the trip strongly by Jubawi out of a Galileo mare. 2 from 18 winner, relatively lightly tried as a staying prospect. This last start 3rd on a tight turning Moonee Valley circuit where it wasn't really suited, having its 3rd run in Victoria behind as good as Sober gets. The French horse was very good, only beaten 0.6 of a length, doing its best work through the line. Better suited to Caulfield, 4th up now, fitter. Stays at 56 kg. The form out of this race stacks up to suggest it's above the level required to be winning here. The good 4th to Logan Street Lion over 1800 at Rose Hill. Also, Frank sat theory that it's above the level required to be winning here. That's the first of them. And the second one is the 3 Harmissian. 7-year-old Lope de Vega gelding out of the Rock of Gibraltar mare Adja. Good female line, distaff pedigree for the staying influence to Northern Hemisphere time. Gets in with 59.5. Second up off a long break. First up off a long break, only warmed up late in a strong form race behind Muramasa and Gregor Limo, which goes around in race 2 at Caulfield. Should be able to force its way into the Caulfield Cup if it wins there. Likely big improver second up. Over 2,040 at Moonee Valley back in September of last year. As I said, off a long break into this. That 3rd to Desert Icon, only beaten 1.55, stacks up strongly. Has to lump more weight. but still puts it above the level required to be winning here. So the two that we're interested in here are the 10 First Light 13.03.2 and the 3 Harmissian 20.04.4. Now we'll go across to Randwick. We've got two in the same race at Randwick. That's Randwick race 3. This race has been decimated by scratchings to a good degree, with Ostraka and Head of the Herd coming out, taking 28 cents and 14 cents, 44 cent deductions out of the market. But the two that we were initially interested in here, and I'm still going to highlight, are the 7 Galano. When we found it, it was 12.0, now into 8.0, and also the 3 Flying Trapeze 8.0 and 2.9 was 19.0 originally. Just got the feeling that these two can overturn the odds-on favourite Rhythm of Love. I'll just go and pull this race up quickly. Okay, so Galano, the 7 firstly, 1400 metres 60k, Randwick race 3. Fairly deep race, but as I say, the 2 and the 8 come out, which were two of the market leaders. The 7 Galano, go down to the 7 Galano. 7 Galano, very well bred by Schnitzel out of the Street Cry Mare Star Fashion. Good pedigree top and bottom. This trial second to Ostraka prior to debut back in April was very good. Came from a stalking position and took ground off Ostraka over the last 100 metres of that trial, suggesting the 1400's a perfect trip. Gets winkers again for the astute Hawksyard. Forgive run last start behind the Replicant and Bluff and Buster, taking on older horses. The win at Geelong suggests that there's more to come yet. Drops half a kilo off that. Stretches out to 1400. If it can get back to the level it showed in this trial second to Ostraka, it's in this up to its ears. That's the first of them. The second one is the 3 Flying Trapeze. Yeah, the 3 Flying Trapeze. Yeah, well bred by trapeze artist out of the Bernardini mare Coromandel to get a strong 1400 for the astute Gary Portelli yard. Second to Azula in a good renewal of a Phoenix listed race in Brisbane over the winter. 1 pace behind Facile and Jolie Star, very strong race. We saw Jolie Star come out and run well in group company on the weekend. 60 kg that day, stays at 60. Better suited here out to the 1400 off the back of a 1100 metre first up run. That second at Eagle Farm to Azula in the listed race, the Phoenix was over 1500. So I'm expecting it to improve sharply here. If it can reproduce the form it showed as a 2-year-old behind Ritzy 20s, knocking off Sly Boots and Cape Ferrar, and then second to Azula, it's well placed here to run big. So in Randwick race 3, it's number 7 Galano 8.03.1 and Flying Trapeze 8.02.9. Then we go to Ipswich. We've got 2 at Ipswich that we want to run through. Ipswich race 3. I'll just pull up Ipswich. Okay, Ipswich race 3. Okay, the one that we're interested in here is the second starter from the Tony Madison Sears Yard pairing, number 6. Currently available at 27.0 and 5.5. From a form perspective, this isn't a very deep race. There's actually 2 that we're going to back in this. We're also going to back the 11 Niara Reward at 7.02.25, but the Value Longshot is pairing at 27.0 and 5.5. Okay, if we go and take a quick look at pairing, this is over 1350 metres, 40k maiden. Well bred by Piero out of the good Fastnet Rockmare A&Air. Failed on debut behind Tajaki in a really strong maiden over 1200 at the Sunshine Coast, beaten 7.6. Not seen publicly prior to that, was 11 into 9 before it went back out to $11 on debut. Astute yard, they come here having the second start, expecting it to race a lot closer from the 8 alley to a slow tempo on the front end, which is likely with not a lot of scene speed engaged. Drawn barrier 10 on debut, was forced to go back, never got into the race. Out to 1350 here, the breeding suggests that it's going to be better over this trip. And if we just pull up pairing quickly, as I said, by Piero out of the Fastnet Rockmare A&Air, traces back to Perfect Persuasion, which is a full sister to a Lingy out of the good producer Ocean Fast, who got a Lingy, so a very good distaff line. So Ipswich race 3 in a weak maiden, we're going to back pairing at the 27.0, 5.5. We're also backing the Yarra Reward at 7.0, 2.25 in that race. Race 4 on the card is the other one. Number 5, Bold Hoi Ho. We're also going to back 2 in this race as well. We're also going to back Gumiri at 5.0, 1.65, but the value long shot is Bold Hoi Ho, 15.0, 3.0. If I just go and pull up race 4. Okay, Bold Hoi Ho, 1100 metre 38k class 3. Strong race, really deep race this, but these two both suggest that they're ready for peaks here. 3 from 10 winner, well bred by the son of Incosta de Largo Niagara, who stands over in New Zealand out of a showcasing mare, introducing good speed to the bottom half of the pedigree. In well weighted with 55 after the 2 kg claim. Gets blinkers first time for the astute Tony Golignard. 3 from 10 winner now. Drawn well in the 6. Should get a good stalking trip off a fast speed on the front end. Yep, solid to fast tempo on the front end. The trial win over Deleith and Dante Alighieri was very good by 3.7 at Doomben. Failed first up behind April in Augusta, then sent back to the trials. The trial second to Ready for Better was also very good, with a margin back to Sabalenka in third after shipping north from racing in Victoria. Just got a feeling that over the 1100 here, after trying 1200 first up, this race is a deep race, but on the back of this trial win by 3.75 with blinkers on first time, 55 kg dropping from 60 kg last start, ticks a lot of the right boxes. So once again, the value long shots are Caulfield race 3 number 8 Arabian Summer 12.0, 2.7. Caulfield race 5 number 10 First Light 16.0, 3.7. Caulfield race 5 number 3 Harmissian 19.0, 4.2. Randwick race 3 number 7 Galano 8.0, 2.9. Randwick race 3 number 3 Flying Trapeze 8.0, 2.9. Ipswich race 3 number 6 Pairing 27.0, 5.5. And Ipswich race 4 number 5 Bold Hoi Ho 15.0, 3.0. That's a total of 7 value long shot runners to sink your teeth into on Wednesday. Thanks.